Yes, we can see it. Very good.
So, should I start, Bianca?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So, good afternoon, everyone. And before we begin, I have a small request. So, for next 45 minutes or an hour, don't think that you are a freelancer or a coach. All right? You just think that you are a human being. And then you'll enjoy and you'll be able to relate to the session even better. All right, we're all on same page with my diction and vocabulary. Yeah, I'm okay to have questions in between also. Otherwise, end of the session will be for further interaction. So as we all see what is the topic today, it's breaking self-sabotage patterns, right? And why I told you to feel that you're a human right now and keep aside whatever achievements, dreams, titles you have earned or are willing to. Because behind every successful business, every profession is a human being who has fears, dreams, doubts, and conversations that nobody else can hear or even understand. So, today we are going to address and understand those pointers which we generally avoid when we focus on a goal. Because what we do when we decide a goal, we work towards it. For example, if you have to travel to one place and that is at some distance, and the mode of transport is such that you are not very comfortable in, but because you have to take that mode of transport to reach to that destination, you tend to adjust, right? But you have the right to complain about discomfort. We should not be that hard on ourselves that we ignore it. Because if we actually pay attention to it, probably what we can do, we can make it more comfortable for ourselves. We can be pre-prepared for it. So take your journey of entrepreneurship or freelancing or the business development in this way. I hope it makes sense. All right. So this has ever happened to you that you are sleeping in the night and you think about something, you're not able to sleep? Happen with someone? Some days, sometime. Yes. So tell me, what is self sabotage? Anyone would like to answer? Because this is the topic. So let's understand, what do we understand with this term? So we know sabotage, right? Bianca, I hope we all can interact also. We're open for interaction.
Yes, you guys can unmute if you want. For me, I think it's like mindset blocks holding us back, like the
Hmm.
negative thoughts.
Right. So, to go with literal meaning, I would say sabotage means hurting yourself. Self sabotage means hurting yourself. And like, if you do it for others, then how does it feel? It feels nothing probably. But if it is on you, it feels painful. It's hurting. So, to make it more understanding, I'll bring this slide in front of you. So literal is like, you probably, this is a pencil and I'm doing this. I'm hurting myself. It's self sabotaging in the literal meaning. Here, to understand it through the perspective of subconscious and the mind, it is when your conscious mind wants success, wants to achieve the goals, want to reach to the destination, but your subconscious wants safety. For example, if you want to go to a destination and you know that these mode of transport are uncomfortable for me, another option for you to decide is stay home. Don't go. Be safe. But then you won't be able to reach to the destination you actually wanted to. But that is also an option you have. So this is the fight between these two options. Go for it, whatever the route is, whatever the transport is. Whatever the hurdles will come, you have to go by it. That is one. But another is stay home. Stay where you are. You are at a happy place already. So this conflict creates something that is self sabotaging. So this depicts very much like us, all of us, right? These are few things, few traits you will be able to relate and feel that yes, I'm doing this, and these are the things which are self sabotaging. Any one of you have ever done self talk? Positive ones also, which you have to put efforts in, but negative are very much natural. Okay, the boundaries, we have set some boundaries at certain places with few relations. We have set boundaries, right? Healthy boundaries. We have tried our best, probably. But poor boundaries are self sabotaging, not the healthy ones. Realizing this is also very important. Sometimes we don't even realize. Not celebrating small wins. For example, let's keep it to the same example, stick to the same example. If you are traveling from one place to another that is 100 kilometers away from your place, if you have reached 10 kilometers, then next 10 kilometers, and then next 10 kilometers, 10 times 10 kilometers will make it 100 kilometers. So, why should we not celebrate every 10 kilometer? We must, right? And it'll make our journey even fun because we are reaching one step more closer to our destination. So every small win deserves celebration. Would you agree? Great. So
Yes.
anyone wants to say something here? Anyone wants to share some experience? Are you able to relate?
Um, I would like to share the fact that I find it very hard to celebrate small wins because I'm a perfectionist, one of the self-sabotaging habits. But if I've only reached 10%, there's still 90% to go. So for me, it's hard to grasp why I would celebrate that 10% while there's still so much ahead of me. I understand the concept and I wish I could really learn to celebrate the smaller 10 kilometers. But for me, it's maybe when I'm at the 90%, I'm almost there. Maybe I could feel a sense of relief and maybe even start to celebrate a little. But that at that first 10 kilometers, I find it hard. Is there any strategies or tools for that to become
Yes.
better at celebrating the small ones?
I will be sharing the techniques. I'll be sharing small tasks so that we all can actually undo what we are doing to not stay motivated. What you otherwise do to stay motivated?
Motivated. I don't feel I have challenges with staying motivated because my goal is to reach that 100%. So I won't be satisfied until I'm at that 100%. So I just keep going. That's my motivation, I guess.
So
Can I
I hope
change
that,
the mindset a little bit towards that?
yes, yes, Bianca.
Because actually, I think the first steps that you do are usually the hardest. So actually, like taking those first 10% is worth celebrating more than if you are already at the 90, because then you already it gets easier once you get closer to the goal, right? So actually, the
Good point.
first
Yeah.
steps are maybe even worth celebrating more, I would say.
Like that perspective. Yes. I just
Also,
not
thank you for
100% sure
adding.
how I can feel that way.
Thank you for adding, Bianca. Ray, for you, I think by end of the session, I'm sure you will have a different perspective on it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead with the further pointers, and I'll really appreciate if you keep talking. It was amazing to interact in between. So these are few things. See, do you see there is a bridge going on? And this is a hurdle. And once we realize something is actually in between our way to the success, or is slowing down our speed, I think we will work on it. Maybe it was not a realization yet. Now in this session we will realize few things. Hence I told that let's be the human beings first, right? And then we'll connect it to our professional lives and apply it there. So, as a human being, if you keep your work on site, as a human being, how much self talk you do and how much negative and positive, what kind of boundaries you have in your personal relationships. Do you celebrate your small wins in your personal life? For example, one more year of life. Do you celebrate birthdays? I think we all do. No, you don't celebrate it for even your relatives and the people around. Maybe you have a different perspective over it.
Probably. I don't know. I don't celebrate my birthday, but I love going to those who invite me.
Ray, I think you have something very deeper inside you. You are very, I think, clear cut, and you have your own thought processes based on your own experiences. So we would be very happy to know in between whenever you feel comfortable sharing about it and throw some light. Because as you said that you enjoy going, of course, if someone is inviting, you will go. From there also, do you judge them? Why are you celebrating? Do you judge them? It's not, no. And you don't
No, I
still
know.
feel.
I know I'm the odd one out. I know.
We'll go ahead with this right now, and in the end, we will talk more about it, Ray. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, but it is good that we are talking about it, because it should not be a monotonous, it's not a lecture, it is actually transformational session. We are trying to help each other and pull each other up if something is stopping from our growth or having fun in life in the process. So, overthinking. Who overthinks here? And what do you mean by overthink? You want to say something? I can't read the full name. Or
Do you mean me? You can say
yes,
Christina. It's fine.
yes,
Yeah,
Christine.
overthink. I overthink many things. Just it gets hard making a decision because you're kind of trying to maybe picture all the outcomes, or how would that be if I do this or that, and then it just you don't really make a
And what's the
decision.
result of it?
Which you can't really know. Maybe sometimes with experience, but it depends. Like it can be just the smallest things with me, so I'm very overthinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think if overthinking leads to a solution, like thinking over and over leads to a solution, it's not that harmful.
Mm,
But if it stops you from taking the next step, then it is coming on your way.
yeah.
So be mindful about it henceforth, that I keep it in a time box. For example, I'm thinking about one thing and it's been already 1 hour or 10 times already. Now, deliberately, you have to stop it with a question. I sat over it for such a long time. Did I get a solution? Or three options I have got. Which one I'm going to choose? If no solutions, if these options are not good enough and you're getting into negative self talk, stop thinking. And this comes with a practice. It's not easy. It's easy saying than doing. So this is one way to again talk to yourself. Like treat yourself as a human being always. So treat yourself as an inner child. Like to the child, if you see that the child is doing something that is going to hurt the child, you take it as a responsibility that you will at least convey it to the child. Won't you? So be your own baby. Tell yourself if something you find is not helping. Then fear of failure. Who has fear of failure here? Okay. To this, I would say for the actually this slide I had planned in a way that we get aware of these are the real factors which are self-sabotaging. Still, I'm talking a little more about it here. Why and when did it started? When we started having this fear of failure. So now reverse questioning. How will you reverse question? Ask, what if I fail after this step? What if I fall? What is the worst that is going to happen? Ask this question. Once you have that on paper, that this is the worst that is going to happen. We can take some examples or situations if we want to. If you have written that, you always remember once you are prepared for the worst never happens. So if you have written on the paper what is the worst that is going to happen, now you plan the backup plan. If this happens, what am I going to do? How am I going to feel? How can I undo it, avoid it, or manage it? And then you plan your step. 99% chances are this will not happen. And if it happens 1%, you are mentally prepared, you are aware. Then the fear fades away. I hope we are on the same page about it. All right, so we'll move ahead. Perfectionism that Ray just mentioned. And that is also one of the reasons you're not able to celebrate small wins. You yourself mentioned that, and very correct. Perfectionism leads to dissatisfaction. However, in a positive way, your work is unbeatable. If you are given some responsibility, the person can be at rest place because you yourself, people who are perfectionists, they take the whole soul responsibility of doing things the perfect way and still stay dissatisfied because they know there is little more that they can add to. Now I want to break it down in different way. Understand you want to prepare perfect breakfast. Who all live with the family and who all stay alone? Tell me. Who all stay alone? Everyone stays with the family? Okay. Christina stays alone.
I'm living with my family now,
All right.
in the moment.
Okay. All right. So maybe it's your duty today to prepare a breakfast. Okay. And you wanted to try some dish and you want to make it perfect. Till it doesn't get perfect, people don't get breakfast. Okay. Now tell me, what is the better option? It might not look perfect to you, but members of the family who are hungry want to eat something, and when you serve them, they say it's yum and we were hungry, we are happy, thank you so much. Or you keep them waiting, or they leave without having breakfast because your breakfast was not perfectly ready. Which option is better? Not so perfect breakfast but feeding everyone, or the perfect breakfast but no one waiting there or no one available to have it? Tell me. I want answer, someone to answer. Ray,
The
you can
not
answer.
perfect breakfast.
All right, Alex. Yes, Ray, you also answer to this, please. Thank you, Alex.
Well, I guess imperfect food is better than starvation.
Yes. How do we apply this to our professional life?
Delivering something is better than delivering something perfect.
No, it is probably what you are building perfect. Till you will work on it, someone imperfect will take your place. And the person you were supposed to serve or the client will have someone else already. You miss the opportunity. Grabbing the opportunity and working on the perfection on side by side is better than making things perfect and then serving or showing. Probably the better way to do things would be, this is how much it is ready. Further, I can make it more perfect according to you or my own ideas. Serve your things, your skills, your services as they are. Don't wait for the perfection. If your website is under work, tell my website is under construction, but this is my website and you can still work on it. You all can apply it on the kind of professions you are in. Or another thing, to make this perfectionism as your strength, not as your weakness, is ask the person, how would you like things to be done? Because your 6 can be someone else's 9. Something might be perfect from your perspective, but not from someone else's perspective. So be open for that also. So this would help probably. Then comparing yourself. We all know about this and we all do this. Still, we all do this. So I'm not getting into any explanation of it because this is very much open. But I would like to know, do we compare ourselves? I do. Yeah. So comparing yourself is not bad always, and it is important also. Because if you'll not compare yourself with people in your industry currently, you might not able to understand what new I can bring on the table, what else I can do. Or it is also important for the inspiration. We also need inspiration from the people around. So comparing is normal. But for example, thinking is normal, but overthinking is not. So comparing is normal, but comparing and getting into negative self talk is not good. It's not healthy. So we should know, imagine it like salt of your personality. If you'll add more, then it won't be healthier. It will not taste good. The factor of jealousy will take place, which we don't want. We want to contribute from our side. We want to earn through our skills. We want to work on ourselves. We don't want to hate someone else who is probably working better or living better or making their living in most creative way. We are not jealous. We don't have to rub their line. We have to increase our line. All right. So here, these thoughts will actually stop ourselves at the right moment, noticing, observing, absorbing, and then applying in our life if possible. Else, that's it. No overthinking about it. Then procrastination. I think this we all are doing. Are we doing procrastination? What is it?
I
So,
think
best solution for
for me
yes.
this is my biggest one. Like all the other ones, sure I do it a little bit, but I'm okay. But procrastination is probably my biggest one holding me back. It's like, oh, I can do it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow.
Yeah. So I think to conclude all of it, what we saw in this website, any of these things will bring self doubt. We stop believing ourselves. For example, Bianca said that this is one of the biggest drawbacks, setbacks for me, that I procrastinate. Then it brings self doubt in the sense whether I'll be finished so much. I've taken so much on my plate. Will I be able to? Or else it will become a burnout. And burnout is also self sabotaging. So don't wait until I lose weight or I buy a better laptop or I have more followers. Just don't wait that someone will tell you that you are ready and you are perfect. You just do what you have planned, just do. And why are we waiting? Are we waiting for the validation? Who waits for the validation? Who gets motivated if people appreciate? Are we all self validated people? We don't depend on other people? All right, I'm happy to see that. I have few questions and I'll see the hand raises. Raise your hand if you have ever bought a course that you have not finished. Okay, we have two here. Then keep your hands up if you have bought another course before finishing the previous one. Okay. So, information is not the biggest problem anymore. We all know what we are discussing right now, also. And it's all free, also in the world, available on the internet. But this is, I think, a beautiful platform as a community. We can discuss what we all are going through and find and come up with some kind of solutions. Do you agree? Because it's a live session and we all are present here to discuss. What do you recommend, Ray? What, because you didn't raise your hand in both the questions. What would you recommend to Bianca and Alex about it?
Wow, that's a good question. I guess once you're excited about the course that you bought, um, it's, it depends on so many different things, though. I mean, I don't know what the reason is why you don't finish a course. Is it because it's not what you expected it to be? Is it because you got distracted and prefer to do something else? Is it, I mean, it's a bit hard to recommend something if I don't know their situation. For me, if I start something, I usually follow through and finish it all the way because that's what suits me. So even though it might not be the course that I was expecting, I invested my money and I invest time with the hopes that I would take away things for me, for my growth journey. Um, I guess that works for me. I'm not sure if there is a recommendation there. Maybe that's not the best strategy because maybe I am wasting time along the way in the hopes that I will get enough from it to justify the investment in terms of time and money.
All right. So, Bianca, do you take any lesson from Ray's experience?
Yeah, so again, I think she's right. Like it depends on the situation. For me, sometimes I buy a course. Also, of course, it depends a little bit on the price of the course as well. It's like, oh yeah, this is something I want to get into, like look into later, and then later becomes never, and then maybe the topic is already a little bit outdated. That happened to me a few times.
All right. So, I think what we can take from it is that our brain sometimes, imagine it like a GPS. Okay. So, if you have to go to a place, you put the destination and it shows you various ways. Okay. You start following one because you have to follow one, at least you have to choose, maybe based on the traffic, based on familiarity, whatever. Okay. Now there was the time uh, then you think that, okay, now I'm going on this route. In between, it sends a message that there is a traffic jam here, or probably a road accident, or a road closure, and it gives you an option of the other road. So you start going on that road, but in between you think that this is not a familiar road. I think I should take a U-turn. I don't know how safe it is because I've never been on this road, this side. So this time you look for the other roads also. And then you start going on the others. You take another turn. So you're not reaching the destination because you are trying different roads. You're fluctuating between different roads. So probably you're fluctuating between so many things in your life and so many courses. Probably you want to gain so much of knowledge from whatever possible coaches or whatever platforms, but time is limited, it is 24 hours. So very much right, you said that sometimes you buy it depending on the various factors and you're not able to go back on it. Like if we have more clothes in our cupboard, we wear only one, but they're already there. If we have just three clothes, we wear one also that time also, but we have easy choice. All right, quickly, just wear this. So I think it needs more of like planning, more of like structure to what we want to achieve. That is also important, like structuring the way, one way, deciding one way towards our goal. Because otherwise, there are many ways, there is a lot of things around us, but we have to choose, we have to stick to one roadmap. So that is what my recommendation would be here for every one of us. Anyone wants to add something will be fine. All right, so we can go ahead with the next slide. So this is the vicious circle. I tried to make it a picturized way. So first, of course, we all are here. We dream, we have certain goals, then we have some fears, And this fear comes from everything that we saw in the previous slide. And then things delay. Procrastination, as we mentioned, actually brings guilt because you wanted to do so much and you're not able to. Am I right? Raise your hand if it brings some guilt that I decided to, but I could not. Right? And this guilt lowers your confidence. This person looks so confident, and this is because of all of it. And now, more delay. And someday, probably, you again do all the motivation. For example, this session or many sessions that we attend, we again feel motivated. Then again, everything comes down to the same. And then this is the cycle. So, these are the questions. Let's answer for ourselves. Have you ever delayed something that you knew could change your career? It's self-reflective question. And you can write down the answer in your notebook. And if you want to discuss, we are open and happy to hear. Another question, of course, is here. What opportunities have you been waiting to feel ready for? All right, last question. If no one judged you, what would you start today? No one means no one, even you. What would you start today without caring of people's opinion? Here, I think I'll share something that there was a time when I wanted to start something of my own. I had knowledge, I had experience, ideas, but also I had doubts. I hope we all will be able to relate to this. And the doubts were, would people take me seriously? The first doubt. Any one of you have the same? Will people take me seriously or take my idea seriously? What if nobody came? Right? What if nobody paid me for what I'm doing or I'm proposing? What if I failed in front of the people who know me? You know what? I realized something important. Flip the questions. What if people take me seriously? What if I don't fail? What if someone came? What if people pay me what I'm asking for? What if people believe in me? These could also be the questions. And when I raised the questions this way, do you know confidence didn't come first? Actions came first. I took my first step, and confidence came later. I hope this has happened with every one of you, right? Bianca, you are also doing something very different, very unique. And many people are not doing this. So, do you think you were confident enough, or you took the action and then you became confident?
Yes, the confidence always comes after doing it. I think for all of this, what comes to mind for me was that I was in a job for probably a little bit too long and I kind of wanted to quit, but it was like very, it's like steady income for me and I was scared to do this thing on my own. So it probably took me like a little bit too long to make those steps, but in the end, here we are.
Yes. So, this is the story of every freelancer, every entrepreneur. And this is how the journey starts. So when we ask if people won't believe, do you believe in yourself? If you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect others to believe in you? If you don't love yourself, how do you expect others to love you? If you don't feel confident, how do you expect people to look at you and see that confidence that is not in you? These self reflective questions probably will give you better push, better direction. So, why do we self sabotage? When we know all of it, still we do it. Why? I'll take you to through a psychological reasoning here and something mindset change knowledge. Sometimes when you are aware of the reasons, you handle things better. So we have three priorities in our brain about anything and everything. It's survival, safety, and predictability. Okay, I'll explain it. So sometimes people think that self sabotage means giving up, but it is not. Sometimes self sabotage looks very responsible. For example, I'll research more, I'll prepare more, I'll improve one more thing. This is a responsible way of doing it. I'll wait for the perfect time at least. If everything is ready, then maybe the time is not right for me. It doesn't look like fear or self doubt, it is confidence, but doubt on the situation probably, or waiting for the right opportunity. Sometimes self sabotage looks like productivity also. For example, if today you did not scroll through the reels, you were working on the job and the task that you were supposed to work on. It feels productive, but what is the result of it? If there is no result, then it is self sabotaging. You are not putting yourself out there. So, everything that I told you comes through any of these. For example, survival, as in any examples that you can give? All right, I'll give you an example. Can I have, no, other than Bianca, can I know what you do as a freelancer, entrepreneur, or what do you do? Anyone can share? We'll take an example out of it.
I can share. I do social media
Yes, Alex.
marketing.
All right, great. So you do social media marketing, Alex, right? Great.
Yes.
And now, today, what you are doing for it is, of course, if you're a social media marketing person, you would have your own website, or probably you would also have some advertisement ready for it for people to know. Okay, so let's assume that you want to advertise, you want to put Instagram ad or LinkedIn advertisement or a video you want to make where people will know that you are doing this so that they approach you or they believe you, they trust you. Okay. So now you, if your brain is at survival mode, probably, and if your brain is at safety mode or predictability, you have prepared a video. Okay. And now you ask, is this video perfect? Should I post it? And your brain start looking for the pointers that you can improve. So what will you do? Oh, I will work on it tomorrow. Next day, you again change those things. Probably you create new video, edit it, and now again you think, okay, now it is fine. What it is saving you from? It is saving you from the reactions of people who will say, she is a social media marketing person. Her video has this problem. How will she handle our point? Or maybe she have not put the right hook. Or if she is not able to promote herself, how will she promote our pages? How will she guide us? If this will be your mode, do you think your brain is doing good to you? But it is
No.
doing out of safety concerns. It's out of safety concerns. And predictability, because it has so much information. You are also watching other competitors and you are also judging their reels. Hence, it's becoming predictable that, oh, this is going to take there. This will happen next. Like we know, if knife is not holded from the right direction, it will cut your hand. So for the safety, what you will do, you will handle it with care. So similarly, it does in everything that you want to do. So this is what I'm trying to say, is that we have to understand where it is coming from. If it is happening now, what we do now, we tell our brain needs a self talk. We tell our brain, it's okay. I have seen one more video of someone which was not so perfect, but she had posted. I'm going to post it and then let me see the reactions. What will happen next? Probably I want 10 leads, I'll get one lead. It's okay. Once you start taking that risk, your brain starts getting into the comfort. Let's understand with an example what I'm trying to make you make convey. A small child starts learning bicycling. Okay, mother or father or someone elder is holding behind and the child is trying. One day the child says, leave me, I will not fall. Your brain, that parent is the brain. The parent still feels, I don't think you're ready yet, and you're still trying to hold the child, but the child goes away and don't fall. Now from the next week, parent can stay inside, look out from the window, and the child is cycling, and this is how we learn cycling. So you have to make sure that your brain treat it as a parent, not as your enemy. But you have to bring it in the confidence that you can do. You are open for the trial and error. You will not cry upon it. You will take it as a lesson and you will move ahead with it. Probably this will help you surpass the self sabotage. So, again, it's a revision kind of self sabotage patterns. If you see something related in yourself, then be aware of it and address it by self talk, by confidence talk. I would say it's a confidence talk, not a self talk. Self talk can be positive, negative, but you have to show the confidence of that small child to your brain. Okay, so raise your hand if you have done it or you do. I'll start next Monday. Any activity or something. All right. So, what will we say here? Start now. At least take a baby step. Okay. Start now. Everything, anything you want to start from the next week, start now. Anything of it. For example, if you want to, I'll take the real examples. Why to take hypothesis when we have real people here? Christina, would you share that what you want to start very soon, which you are not able to yet?
Yeah, it's a lot of things. Yes, I guess applying for some projects or even just start looking for some projects. I've been quite out of everything for a while, so yes, this is also this call. I thought, okay, it can maybe again create some inspiration to continue again. Yeah.
Right.
But yes,
So
I have a lot of like, okay, but next Monday, and then something happens, and then maybe, yeah. So it's a lot of postponing, and probably also from all of those other things you mentioned, this self doubt and procrastination and all of these things. Yeah.
So, what step you should take right now? What should you tell to your brain right now? Because you know it's a self sabotaging pattern. To break this pattern, what you should be doing?
I guess look for projects.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Today, you have to start looking for a take your first step. However, I don't know what is your mean of doing it. Probably through Instagram. Create a video, roll it over, prepare your profile, send it over, but do something about it today.
Mhm.
Okay, so same goes for everyone. Then another one, I need another course. All right, so Alex, what do you think you should do if you are just thinking of it? Have you finished your previous one?
No, I'm really bad at this. I was so close to buy another course last week, actually. And then I was telling myself, am I buying it now because I think I need more knowledge? Or do I actually need more knowledge? And then I decide, okay, no, I think I have enough knowledge. I just have to, the step would be to apply it more. That was my conclusion. So I didn't buy the course. I was very proud. So I think this would be my step, the stuff that I was supposed to learn in this course, just apply it because I know the stuff already.
Amazing. You gave a great demo of confidence talk or self talk, positive self talk. So, and the way you said, I'm proud of myself, amazing. It came across really motivating for, I think, everyone, that we can do this to ourselves. We should put right questions to ourselves, and then we should decide. It makes more sense. Great. So I'm waiting for the confidence. Thanks, Nasir. So I'm waiting for the confidence. Do we think any of us is underconfident right now? Reason could be any. Are you waiting for the confidence, or you are confident already? Good. Okay. So for you, the message to your brain would be that action will bring confidence, as we just learned some time back. And as Alex also mentioned, that I have enough knowledge, I need to apply it now, and that will bring the confidence. I'll launch after my website. We all have websites. Anyone who don't have website?
Me?
And are you waiting? You're
No,
not.
I don't think I need a website. But for me, it's
Yeah.
more I have my school community and I'm working on these challenges that I am building. But I feel like I should already like kind of promote it before it's fully ready, which I'm trying to do. But I do tend to wait until everything is fully ready. And then sometimes I already go to the next thing before I fully launch it. So that is one thing I sometimes struggle with.
But I think it has worked with you as of now without website also. So it's a myth. If we want to wait for it, it's a myth. We can eventually maybe grow and develop it. It's fine. But it is not something that we have to have before doing anything. And especially if we are having unique traits and qualities as freelancing, that is enough. You should be having skills, you should be having knowledge of applying it, and that should be enough to start. Then I don't deserve premium clients, or maybe I'm not ready for the high ticket and premium clients yet. Does this feeling ever come? to any one of us? Raise your hands. Or we all have. Okay. So we would like to know, Christina. I understand probably because you had a little break and you are feeling like that. What in case of Alex?
I keep like telling myself I don't have enough other like successful case studies that would allow me to charge more because I don't have enough proof of that it works.
Okay. And for both of you, I would like to answer something. And from my personal experience, I'm sharing with you. I had an I well, what I do, I'm telling now. I am a personality development coach, also a beauty pageant coach in India. I am working on confidence building and mobile de-addiction in the children also. So this is so much, right? Many people told me it's too much. You should have one niche and you should just have one introduction. I didn't want to confine myself to very limited scope. So I did not confine myself. I started an academy. I'm a founder of Pleasant Personality Academy. We all can follow each other on Instagram. I'm there as personality coach Manisha, and my academy is Pleasant Personality Academy. I'm available on LinkedIn also. So I started this as an umbrella, and under which I am working in every space. I have collaboration with the different coaches who takes care of different age groups. So this is what I came up with while no one was doing it and no one was supporting it also. So sometimes if you believe in yourself, you should not think about what people think. I did not have any of the, as you mentioned, case studies, etc. I did not have. I just had the confidence that I can do it. And people asked me about the content also. So I used to say, you give me two demo classes or you take two demo sessions. If you don't like, it's okay. You don't pay me further. But take two sessions. And I always charged for my every demo session also, so that I come across as someone whose time has value. If I will not value my time, the people will not value my time. Or because, see, people are ready to spend money, like you are ready to spend money on the courses. But if that course doesn't come across worth buying, you will not pay for it. So, first, always understand that you have to evaluate that my time is valuable. So, I charged not very high initially for the demo classes, but I said demo classes is this much. I'm charging, take the sessions, and for next 5 sessions, then the prices will be different. And trust me, after 5 sessions, till date, no participant have yet quit. They always increase further 5 sessions. They have recommended, for example, the mother has taken the session, now she's recommending her children, now even the husband. So it is increased like that. So even to Christina and Alex, and of course everyone, I would say never think that you don't deserve premium clients. The point is sometimes when you start working, you develop the content. And if people pay you, you can spend that full amount in preparing for them probably. So what I'm doing in my country is I take them to the cafes. I don't take in the classroom. I do the meetings in the cafe. I sponsor, I pay for it. But the amount that I'm paying, I've earned from them only. But at least they feel it's worth the money. Otherwise, if they would have gone to a cafeteria or a restaurant, they would have also spent that money. But they think it's worth. At least they have had some drink, some snack. So you have to create the value achieved and received to the person. Another way I'll tell you, if that's okay, on this particular point, probably can help of any one of you. In service industry, if most like, even you are in service industry, in service industry you don't give a product. For example, I sell this water to you and I ask for $50. You at least have a bottle in your hand, and then you don't think much about it. If I'm selling you service, you don't see a product. How do you match the value of it? So you at least show that your efforts are involved. Always go with PPT, always carry a laptop, always be professional. Maybe you can repurpose your presentations, but show it so that it feel, and customize it. Never go in generic. For example, I'm Alex is my what do we call it, client probably. Okay. And to Alex, I'm going to pitch for social media presentation probably. Okay. I will, now we have AI. I will convert whole presentation customized with maybe your pictures, your name, something about you, and it doesn't take much time. But the client would say, "Oh my God, I got so much of attention from this person, or she's worked so much on my profile already. What will she do if I give her the job?" So, Christina,
Mhm.
this goes for you also, whatever subject you are willing to proceed in. Customization, personalization is the key. Just do this, and rest of the things will be taken care. So, Ray, coming back to you, when you think of perfection, don't be focused on perfection now. Be focused on personalization. Your thought process, mindset, people's reaction will be changing. And probably you will also realize that this is something that you had not explored. If you make things personalized, imperfect things also look special, come across as special. What do you do otherwise?
I design and build websites, so everything I do is very personalized.
Absolutely. So you are the go-to person if we need website, Bianca.
You're very welcome. Love
Yes.
to do that.
So I think this perfectionist quality suits you. Anyone
It
who
does.
wants to get the website designed needs someone so much perfect, because if you won't be, then you will not give the job satisfaction, or don't give, you won't give the work satisfaction to the person. So this probably is working for you. Is it, do you think it is self-sabotaging anywhere to you? You must have
It is
you
in a
must
way.
have appreciation. Yeah.
Perfectionism is great because it really uplifts the quality of the work that I deliver, but also it cuts myself in some ways because I invest a lot of time in the websites. So I probably undercharge
Mm.
because of my time investment.
Yeah, so this you should work on. You should work on, no, you should not work on your changing your personality, because your personality is very much aligned with what you're doing. It is needed there, and it is only making you bring the best, but don't undercharge. That is important. Another way of not undercharging is, I'll tell you, another way is, don't charge in one go. Probably you can make it as a service, continued service charges. If for example you have, do you create the website and give the URL and everything to the person, or you take care of it for an year, or you keep it to yourself? How do you work?
Depends on the client, but usually my clients also are taking my hosting plans. I have a hosting business as well. So I give them a once-off price for the full website, and then I give them a tutorial so they can edit text and images themselves. But most of my clients decide to ask me for updates. So I also offer maintenance and content updates, and most of my clients take that as a recurring plan.
I think, Ray, for you, you should understand your process and how your clients you have dealt in previously have responded at what stages. As of now, just a rough idea that I'm giving you, if that applies. Otherwise, you can think better way. See the pattern. I think to have the client on board to create a website, you should quote a soft price initially so that you get more work probably. And your hosting and other things should not be very soft, because now people know you and your perfectionism. And if they want the work from you, then it should not be undercharged. It should not be undercharged. And
That's
then if you,
interesting.
yeah, sorry.
My hosting part of the business is a service. It's an extra service. It's not a profit generating machine, because I honestly believe hosting providers, other big commercial hosting providers, they offer services that my clients don't need. So to me, that's just an add-on. It's just nothing that I make money off. So it's an interesting perspective, but thank you for sharing that.
You can find some ways where it doesn't come across like that. Probably not just the website, you should add something extra personalized, something as a service kind, because service is something that you can actually charge any amount if you're good at it and if you are unique in it. Probably you can offer website designing, like while I'm preparing your website, and if you want to learn and see the process of it, I invite you, and this is the charges. Internship, probably something that sort. You should create something out of it, something different out of it. So maybe this is your one should be your heavy amount, no investment, just income business, where you are not supposed to, where you're not expected to anything extra than what you're doing. It's along with it only you're earning something extra. So probably you can think of something, and if you'll brainstorm, you'll come up with something, because every industry has something that other industry don't know yet. So you can think. It's the world of creativity. All right, so next we go ahead. I compare myself. We have seen this, but still, I want to see how many of we get motivated when we compare ourselves. And we also compare sometimes, oh, I'm doing better. How many of us take motivation like that? That's a good thing. If you see someone who is in the similar field and you are doing something different or better, it actually motivates you. So start looking at reels or people around you to take something good out of it. Energy. Don't drain your energy. Okay, I quit too early. Who gives up very soon? We are not giving up soon. That's amazing. That's why we all are here, right? Okay. So yeah, see, everything that you had mentioned have come here. Undercharging, overthinking, procrastination. All right, so where we all are, what is it is result of your potential minus self-sabotage and who we are today, right? So we have high potential. We all agree? High potential than we what we already are doing. So if we remove self-sabotaging, then we can do better, right? So let's understand how we can do that. So this is the break framework. You can even take a screenshot or write it like that. So anyways, you won't forget it because it's very simple. BREAK, break. And we want to break our patterns. So the name is hence like this. So first is B. Be aware. Identify your patterns, which is very important. We just tried doing it through the session, but after the session also, you ask these questions. What holds me back? It must not be just one thing. It could be few more things. Find your patterns. Then replace, challenge the limiting belief. We also did an exercise just now. If you feel that this pattern is limiting, what question you should ask or what instruction should you give to your brain to challenge it? Like Alex also did. Like, oh, should I buy a course? Then she said, no, right now I don't need knowledge, I need application. So you replaced, you became aware, you broke the pattern there by challenging your brain. Okay. And what's the new empowering belief? Like empowering belief, you said that I need to take the actions rather than adding more knowledge. So this is how it would be. And then experiment. Take one imperfect action. Like I suggested, make an imperfect video. It's okay. Imperfect as in not intentionally. Whatever it is, just post it. You're not prepared for the meeting and the client have given you time just suddenly tomorrow. Go unprepared. Prepare on the way. Prepare as much you can. Pitch that much only. And when you're not prepared, ask more about the person. That's how you can connect. When you are not prepared, throw the ball in other person's court. Okay? Appreciate. This is okay. Now this is I'm coming back to Ray. Ray, you should appreciate your perfectionism. People can't achieve it. You have it already. So as you mentioned, I don't celebrate things like small wins. You should celebrate yourself every moment. You deserve celebrations. So think like that and start living your life like a party. All right? Because it builds your confidence. It builds something in you which keeps you motivating. As you mentioned, you are underpaid right now, for example. Okay? Or you don't charge much. See, there are some things that motivate us when we are doing something. Either it's money, either it's appreciation, right? So if this portion is not as much expected, at least fill this one, no, to stay motivated. You appreciate yourself, you appreciate people around you, so this will keep you motivated. Then keep repeating. What? Keep repeating the same procedure. Okay? Because consistency matters. See, every stair matters. Just taking step is more important. Probably this stair has some broken tile, but doesn't matter, it will still take you one step ahead. So think it like that. Today's video might be imperfect, tomorrow's would be better. So think like that. With that hope, you should learn break pattern. I hope we'll remember, become aware, replace, experiment, appreciate that you did it, keep repeating. You will remember that? I'll change the slide. Okay. So this is very important that I wanted to bring it in the session. Have you all heard of Johari window? We all know Johari window. This is a window. I'll show
No,
you.
I don't.
Okay. Okay. So see. So this is in your notebooks. You can make this quadrant like this. On one section, write no to self, known to self, not known to self, known to others, not known to others. Okay. So this combination, known to others and known to self, this is one quadrant. Okay. And this is known as open area. Known to self and known to others is open area. What is open area? Some qualities of you, some self sabotage things, or some good qualities. Why I'm telling you why we do this activity, to actually understand some things probably we don't know but others can see in us. So because I told you, know your patterns, this is an exercise that you will be doing afterwards. So this is the first window, known to self, known to others, which means things that you are also aware and people are also aware about you. Like your strengths, your style of teaching, your living style, whatever, your values. Okay. Next quadrant is very important. Known to self. One second, sorry. Known to others and not known to self is different. Known to self and not known to others. I'm taking you back and forth again. I'm sorry. So this is hidden area. This is the hidden area. Can be conscious or unconscious. That's a separate. So hidden area is something that you're hiding from people, that you know about yourself. For example, fear before any sessions, your self-doubts, your personal struggles, lack of confidence. These things are something you will not show to people, but you know about yourself. Okay. Why it is important to understand Jory window? It's important to understand because I told you in the starting of the session, we are here as human beings. And as human beings, we have all the qualities which can be divided into strengths and weaknesses. And you're dealing with human beings only. You're not going to deal with the robots yet, right? So for that, when you are as a freelancer dealing with the people and you are aware of your jury window, it becomes very easy for you to navigate. So it's like knowing yourself perfectly. So in this picture, I've tried to depict it why it is so. This is a glass window from which you can see the outside of the window. Can you see? And people standing outside can see inside the window also. It's the transparent glass, and that is why this picture. So people know some qualities about you and you also know. So this is the window which is larger one, open area. This is the window which has curtains. Do you see it has curtains? So what happens when you have curtains? People don't see some things that you don't want to show them. And hence, these are the qualities which come in this window, which is hidden area. You have, this is the curtained area. Okay. Next one is unknown area. Not known to self, not known to others. This one. Your hidden talents, untested abilities, future strengths, potential leadership qualities, potential training styles. So this one, how will you know? Only by experimenting and trying. Probably because you are not paying attention to these two, you are still at the stage of self sabotaging. If you keep experimenting, probably your that side of personality or talent will come out that even you are not yet aware of. Like I told you, Ray, that offer plan something of something different sort of, where you don't have to work extra but you earn extra. Probably you record what you are doing in the website as a screen recording, you save it, and you use it as a course if someone wants to buy. So it's a passive income for you. It's just an example, but you have not tried it, so you're not aware that it can be something. Maybe you might become a pioneer of some different way of earning style. It is a possibility. So that will happen only if you try doing something out of the box. So that's why this window. And this window, I'll tell you, is what? Tinted glass window, where in the night people from outside can see inside, but you can't even see outside. And you think people can't see that. And probably you are not aware because you are sitting inside. But people from outside can look into this window when the lights are on. It happens. We have seen such classes. Person feels that okay, no one can see me because it's tinted, but people from outside can see it. Right? What all comes in this? This is very important because this you should not ignore. Hmm. So this is the blind area, and this is where the growth happens. How? Because you think, probably this is for the coaches, you can apply it on yourself. You think I explain clearly, you think I am probably the perfectionist, but your client or your participant might feel you over explain, and you don't know that. But if you get to know that, you can work on that. You think I am interactive enough, but your participant think you ask questions but never wait for the answers. So you take it probably positively, but people might find it irritating. This is the negative way of I have put in. But there is a possibility where if you think I over explain and the participant thinks, no, you make things so clear, please be like that. So you stop overthinking. Okay, I'm liked like that. If you think that I ask questions but I don't wait for the answers, I think I should, hold on. And people think, no, no, you're so interactive, you ask questions and you give answers. And we feel that what you are answering is very much relatable. So we don't think that you are like that. So sometimes what we think about ourselves is not correct. Is not correct, is not the right way, is not everything. There is a possibility beyond what we think. I hope we all agree. If we agree, we can raise the hands. Great. So this is what the Johari window explains actually. So what you have to do is you have to do self reflection. Okay. So you have to ask people. You should ask people in the team or at home about yourself. You should be open for the feedback. How do you do that? By feedback. You do feedback exercises after the sessions, after interactions, after the client meeting. What you can do, you can say that I need a feedback. How was the meeting? You buy the package or not is a different thing. But how did you like it? How did you like the interaction or the presentation? Or maybe what was my limitation? What worst can happen if you ask so? Anyways, worst can happen is he won't become your client. Probably he is anyways not becoming your client. At least something good is we get some knowledge about ourselves. Or probably because of this, he will come back saying, no one asked this question, but you are asking. Probably you can improve. Probably you can be the one who I was looking for. Probably I can take a chance on you. So, if you think what worst can happen, probably that situation can bring you to the best that can happen. Okay? So, this is the feedback exercise you can do. Then, what you can do is, of course, you should always practice your pitches. Always. What I'm offering, how I'm looking, what I'm doing. Maybe switch off the camera, talk, and then listen to yourself, like how I come across with people over a call. Or ask your friends to send you the feedback, give you the feedback. Ask your team to give the anonymous feedback. Don't mention your name, just mention that this is something I can improve. Ask your team what better ideas of earning you can use, better ideas of promoting, better ideas if they don't want to say it on, probably on face. So you can do this exercise. So, because the session was about overcoming our challenges of self sabotaging, I'll be happy to give you this task. We can think of smallest action that you are going to take within 24 hours. You can write it. I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. It's a lot of talking.
Yes. So, because we know that time is very less and time is precious and time is currency also. And if we wait, we lose. Why wait? Right? So write down what action will you be taking. Bianca, can you share? Alex, if you are there, you can share what smallest action you'll take within 24 hours of this session.
For me, I am finishing my challenge, the Client Quest challenge. So been procrastinating a little bit on like recording the videos. So I'm getting it done this weekend.
Good to know. Thank you, Bianca. So I think that's all. It's just a little practical habits, daily habits that we all can do to avoid our self sabotaging habits. And it's very, very helpful and workable. First is 5-minute courage rule. Do the toughest task that you think it's tough for 5 minutes a day, not more than that. And slowly you will not feel it's tough. Just 5 minutes. Like you said that you'll record the video or something. Do it every day. Okay. Then progress journal. Do a journaling where you write what I have overcome, what fears, what challenges, or your goals and how you plan about it. Pay attention and write about it every day. Create a confidence jar in which you put your chits, that small wins, like to celebrate the small wins. If Ray watches it later, she will find it beneficial. And if anyone who faces challenge in celebrating the wins, this is how you will celebrate. Every small chit is the reason of the celebration, and by end, once the jar is full, it calls out for the bigger celebration. Then digital detox. Every day fix some time, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, to not be on the screen. That is very important. Give Fix that time that I am able to, so that you don't become the mobile addict. So that is your time with yourself. So protect your mind and time with that. Reduce comparison. Of course, we should, as I mentioned, we should compare ourselves with ourselves, But to reach to the better potential, uh, we have to compete with ourselves, not with the others. And consistency, of course, is most important. If we are consistent in our efforts, things will be better and the cycle will be positive. Like we did the self sabotage cycle, I end the session with a positive cycle. That would be, let's start with fear. Let's start with the self doubts. It's normal, okay? We all have that. But take small action every day. That will give you experience, which will be an evidence to your confidence. And this confidence will give you the confidence to take bigger actions. After the bigger actions, also, it's not that you will never feel fearful, probably another fear. But then this cycle should continue and it will be growth. You will be seeing the growth. Okay? So, confidence is not the requirement, it is the reward of the action. This is the takeaway of the session today. That's all from my side, Bianca. And to everyone, I would say that you all were very much active and great participants. Alex, thank you. I can see you traveling, still you participated and stayed. Thank you.
Yeah, that was
I would be
great.
happy to have feedback. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was awesome. Um, yeah, I would have loved to taken a selfie, but I think most people already left. So I took some screenshots in between, actually, secretly. So we're
Yeah,
good
you
on
can
that.
share that with me.
What I'm gonna do is I will make a post inside the community with like the record, well, not straight to the recording, but kind of like a recap of what we spoke about, and then I will ask people as well to let us know like what is the action that they're gonna take in the next 24 hours. So that will be great. And I will leave your socials as well, Manisha, so that everyone can follow you and contact you as well.
Surely, Bianca. Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much.
I'll be happy to have Alex's feedback also, as she's here.
Yes.
Yes, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Super. Yeah, thank you very much. It was very helpful. I missed the first bit because I was a bit late. I had another meeting. But I think really being, yeah, aware, or like create more awareness around those topics. I think that's a game changer to really get in those cycles to um, like reframing the thoughts and then creating new like kind of patterns in your
Mm.
thinking. I think that's very helpful. So yeah, thank you. It was very, very nice and very helpful.
Thank you, Alex. I happened to see your session also. Bianca had
Ah,
shared.
nice.
Yes, so I could recognize you from there. And you were
Ah,
too
I'm
good.
glad. Oh,
Yes, you gave great
thank you.
LinkedIn profile designing also. So yeah, it helped me.
Oh, oh, I'm glad. Thank you
Yay.
so much.
Bianca is
Love
doing a
that.
great job of building great community of coaches helping each other. Happy to see you growing, Bianca.
Thank you. Try my best. It's been exciting. Thank you
Yes.
both for doing your sessions.
Thank you
Thank
for
you
having
for
us.
giving the stage.
All right. Well,
Have
have
a
a
good
good
day.
weekend, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Yes. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye bye.